With all the discussion on these topics, some things do slowly and eventually change. For one side of the vantage point, it's a good thing, and for the other side, it's a bad thing. At least some things are a step towards a forward-thinking society. And given that, at its core, it's subjective, based on who you ask. However, if you look at the collective emotional reaction, and I said emotional reaction for a reason, the emotional reaction from these conversations, they seem to create more reasons to slam the table, more division, more arguments, more anger, more animosity, more separation, finger pointing, name calling, more hate, fears, more ignorance, arrogance, and more lies to be created and spread in disturbingly emotionally destructive ways to attempt to sway, or more like force, people's views, opinions, understandings, beliefs, or assumptions on various topics and agendas. The question is, why? Why are we forced into hearing about topics, stories, and discussions that always seem to get under our skin and to piss us off? Why are we always surrounded by conversations that make us react and want to pull out our mental pitchforks, ready to strike whoever is within an arm's reach? Now, many will argue that things need to get bad and that we must fight before they can get better. What if I was to tell you that maybe, just maybe, I might be delusional in saying this? I probably am. That there could be a much bigger objective behind these conversation starters, and that your emotions are simply the game piece dictating who wins. Let's pull the curtain back just a little bit. The main reason they create so many diverse conversations about what is best for humans, you and I's overall happiness and safety, in my opinion, is to consume something that we all have that's worth more than all the oil and gold on earth combined. There is something that others want from you. They never ask you for it. They take it. They take it from you any chance they have your attention on something emotional. And beyond that, far too many blindly offer it up on a buffet table for the taking. The vast majority of humans have been conditioned to be easily influenced and programmed to not only question, but to vigorously defend with intense emotion what they hear is rock-solid truth. The masses follow delusional orders and will attack and shame others with emotional and, in far too many cases, violent physical harm anyone who bucks this current of collective impressions. They are after your God-given human right of free will. Before we can talk about free will, let's look at the definition. One of the definitions of free will is free and independent choice, to be able to make voluntary decisions. Let me say that again. Pay attention to this. Free and independent choice, to be able to make voluntary decisions. Let's dig into this for a moment. We as human beings live on a free will planet, meaning, again, pay attention to this. Pay attention to what I am about to say. It will help you to see. And this understanding alone can remove so much stress and fear that you're holding on to. It's unimaginable. Dark controlling, what many consider evil and violent energy or forces, has an equal right to demonstrate itself however it wants, just as much as positive, caring, loving, and compassionate feelings and emotions have the right to demonstrate themselves. No one ever talks about this. There is two sides of emotional energy that power is drawn from. And the choice is yours on what side of this energetic scale you are going to pull from or allow yourself to be influenced by. Or is it? Think about it. Obey your government or go to jail. The education system is designed where you must obey or fail. Religion is no different. Obey and follow our rule or go to hell. It all creates one main emotion: fear, fear, fear. In my opinion, how dark intentions thrive in consuming your free will is through your emotional system. Every time you feel insecure, fear, unsafe, threatened, confused, uneasy, every time you're exposed to difficult and uncomfortable topics or forms of violence, whether it's in real-life conversations or through programming, television, movies, through music, images, and photographs. However it's presented to you, each time you're influenced to feel bad about something, someone, anything, whether it's real or fictional, your free will is under emotional attack. Now, does this mean that you're doomed for life? Maybe. Only you can answer that question for yourself. Just know that you do in fact have free will to make a choice and a decision based on your desires. You have ultimate control over what and who you want to allow to influence your free will to make choices and decisions when it comes to your character, your emotional control, your thoughts, actions, and the way your future presents itself. The vantage point that you choose to view through your own eyes and feel in your gut is 100% your choice. But you have to make a decision. This is the hard part. This is where 99% fail. And this is why it's so easy for those pulling the strings to control you like a puppet. The truth is that billions of people are far too easily influenced against their own free will because they are unaware that they indeed do have full and complete control in demonstrating their free will in any way that they want. The quickest way to create positive change in your life is to stop focusing on what you don't like. That's number one. The next time you see or hear something that strikes a negative emotional chord within you, remind yourself that you choose to exist on a free will planet. And even though this appears to be horrible or unfair, this is free will in action. This does not mean that you like it or endorse it or want more of it. Absolutely not, in most cases. Remind yourself that if others can demonstrate their free will that I am experiencing, that I can do the same. And I can also control the overall feelings of my free will so I can use it to my overall advantage to assist myself and others if that is something I choose to do. Trust me, in that moment, you will feel self-empowered like never before. It won't be a fight of good versus evil anymore. It won't be about who is right and who is wrong. Everything will become an observation of free will in action that will give you clarity and will guide you to make new choices and decisions in your life. The choice is yours. I encourage you to stop allowing outside forces to make these decisions for you. If you want to go through life with your head down because you feel it's easier, then go for it, because it is easier to assume and obey. You have free will to do so. Just don't expect too much desirable change in your life, because with your head down, you will always have a reason to stay discouraged. And you will be keeping yourself in a holding pattern, experiencing more of the same. As one of the most listened to authors on the planet in the areas of personal development, self-empowerment, guided meditations, and spiritual awareness, I have openly created and shared for free more guided meditations, audios, and videos than anyone else on the planet that not only assist you from where you are right now in life, I also give you the step-by-step blueprint, your own roadmap to your own success. Everything I present is based on years of learning, observing, and applying to create real-life experiences. I know what I teach works, as it continues to work for tens of millions of people from all walks of life. And I know what I say can work for you in your life. Success is duplicatable. What others have done, you can do also. When you truly grasp how powerful your free will is, many of your stresses and fears will magically melt away, and answers to who you are, what your passion, purpose, and drive is for life will become amazingly clear. You will instantly become a whole new person in a whole new unit of time, a somebody with a clear, focused mind, a vivid imagination, a hunger to create, a somebody who believes in their goals and dreams, and a somebody who wakes up each day with purpose, drive, and enthusiasm to live life on their terms. If you want to change your life for the better, if you're looking for answers to your life's questions, if you're curious about learning more about just how powerful, capable, able, deserving, and magnificent your free will is, I invite you to associate with me more. Follow me everywhere on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, or just Google my name, Paul Santisi, and everything will pop up that you can listen to, watch, and download to quickly change your life for the better. If you found this message eye-opening, inspiring, if you felt that jolt of, I am a somebody, I am a winner, I've got what it takes, and if it is to be, it's up to me. If you felt that, please share and pass this video along to everyone you know as fast as you can, so others can feel its powerful, loving, and eye-opening intention. I'm Paul Santisi, and we will see you next time on another edition of Higher Vibrations Alert. In the meantime, keep becoming you and keep becoming great. Bye-bye.